from one budding star to another, and we are talking about Droom, founded by Sandeep Aggarwal, which raised a fresh round of funding today. Sandeep, in fact, joins us on ET Now Startup Central to really take us through that strategic announcement and what it will mean for Droom going forward. Sandeep, thank you so much for joining us on ET Now Startup Central. First up, really take us through this announcement, why it's important and strategic to Droom going forward.
See, so what we announced today is actually our, we have raised a Series B round of funding. This is actually our fourth round of capital, and in an environment where funding, raising money has been very difficult for the companies, in my view, 6 to 8, for the last 6 to 8 months. Why it is important for us is because, we actually have been around for 17, 18 months as a commercially available company, and we have grown very fast. We are currently doing around 1,000 crore rupees in annual gross revenue, and this funding helps us to strengthen our dominating position. We believe that, out of the $125 billion automobile market in India, 0.3% is currently online, and we own roughly half of that, 50% of that. And with this money, we can further strengthen our dominating position in this category, and we feel in a long run, when automobile market can be roughly $20 billion market, let's say by 2020, we have opportunity to own 50 to 60% of that, and this capital only helps us to increase our likelihood of remain distant number one in the automobile market.
Right. Some details that you can share on the quantum of the investment and also, the profile of investors that you've managed to attract as far as the Series B round of funding is concerned?
Sure. So, we actually, this is our fourth round of capital, Series B. We have done Seed 1 in May of 2014, then October 2014 we did Seed 2, and then June of last year, 2015, we did Series A, and we closed the Series B in May 2016. We actually are not announcing the exact quantum of the round, but what we are saying is that this round is significantly higher than the prior round, and the prior round we raised was in June 2015. So we have some constraint, so we are not disclosing the exact amount, but it's significantly higher than the last round. And the investors who have led the round is BNext from Singapore. It's a venture capital firm. They are very prolific investors in India. And second investor we got this time is a company called Digital Garage based out of Tokyo in Japan. They are one of the oldest and one of the largest venture capital firm in Japan. So these are the two investors who led the round, but we got multiple new investors from Japan and China.
Right. Give us a few specifics in terms of, where the funds are going to be deployed.
So we will be actually, one thing as I mentioned earlier, we will be using this capital to further strengthen our dominating position in the online market for the automobile. Second is, Droom, we like to see Droom as an intellectual property, data science and engineering company. So we will be spending a lot of money building more tools, technology and platform. And third is we will be using this capital to expand internationally. So towards the end of this calendar year, we'll be expanding into Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Vietnam and Thailand. These are the 6 countries where we will expand after building some more tools and technologies.
Thank you so much for that, Sandeep, and perhaps we will catch up with you over the next few months to really find out how the Series B has really helped Droom scale. But with that, we come to the final big news story of the day, where we are talking to you about OnePlus, the Chinese mobile phone company that made waves in the last year thanks to the invites at Amazon. But it's really gone quiet in the last few months. We caught up with its India head, Vikas Aggarwal, to really find out the road ahead for OnePlus, the way they are expanding offline, and also what Apple's refurbished phone move is going to be like. Of course, Apple's not got the go-ahead yet, but remember, OnePlus was largely seen as the cheaper version of Apple. Let's listen into what OnePlus's India head had to say to ET Now's Rahul Dayama.
The initial motivation to open service centers on our own was to provide a better experience for our users. We have been getting a lot of complaints from our users that the service centers are either located at a very remote location or they are not well maintained, they're too crowded, there are multiple other brands, the staff is not well behaved, it's very difficult to locate the address. So to address those kind of issues, we decided to open our own center.
You would continue to be an online-only channel. Would going forward with these exclusive service centers also develop as an offline sales channel?
No, so we will continue to operate as an online-only brand. Offline centers will act as a service center and as an experience center for our products. However, people can actually buy from the service center by placing an order online, or they can buy select accessories offline at these stores.
Okay. Also, you have this exclusive partnership with Amazon. How has that really worked out? And it's sort of a demand that you see for your offering. Do you also consider tying up with Flipkart, Snapdeal and the others to really make the best use of the online sales channel?
So at least for OnePlus, I can confidently say the partnership with Amazon has worked really well. OnePlus was the first brand that launched exclusively on Amazon, and even till today it is exclusive on Amazon, wherein most other brands have now become non-exclusive.
And with that, we come to the final segment of the day, Number Crunch, and the number we are crunching for you today is $14,000. Believe it or not, that's the cost of an Android smartphone that's been launched by Solarin. Now, it's getting spanned a lot online because people can't really believe that, one would want to buy a phone at such a high price. But guess what? Solarin believes it has a solid market because it says that it has security features that will ensure maximum privacy, maximum protection from any kind of violation, and perhaps they are appealing to a set of people who place a premium on privacy, or in this case a $14,000 premium. I mean, that's humongous. One thing I can say that in a market like India, I really wonder how many takers Solarin is going to have. But with that, we come to the end of this edition of ET Now Startup Central. We certainly hope you enjoy the show and keep it with ET Now.